And we're live. Hello, Linda. How are you?
Hi, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I am with Linda Bejarano. She's with Kelly Wright Agency. I want to make sure I got that right. And over in Seattle, correct? You're over
Yes.
kind of like Queen Anne area, basically, of Seattle, correct?
Yeah, that's where my home office is, but my office is in Bellevue now.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mhm.
That's good to
Yeah, but
know.
I'm everywhere, as you
Yeah,
know.
I know.
Mhm.
I know you're
Yeah,
staying busy. Staying
yeah.
busy. Well, today we're going to talk about the USDA loan program because it's a very cool loan program for the right property and the right family. And let's get into that because it is a zero down program, truly zero down, and the rates are fantastic.
What
So
are the rates for the USDA loan?
right now they are running 5.9% on a 30-year fixed.
Wow,
5
that's
point
pretty good.
Yeah, 5.901 actually as of right now today. Just checked.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really good. I like this loan. Can I buy a house over there with this? Tell
Yes,
me
you
more about
can.
this loan, Dan.
Not, not only that, but they have discounted mortgage insurance as well. The mortgage insurance is cheaper than on FHA. It's a great program. Great program.
Okay, so mortgage insurance is cheaper.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Zero down payment, extraordinarily low interest rates, cheap mortgage insurance. What a combination. What's the
I love it.
catch?
What's the catch? Tell me. There's always something. What's the catch?
There's always something. Okay, so this is a USDA loan. Let me add this to the stage here. And hang on here. We got a few graphics to put up. And there are two basic criteria that you got, kind of hurdles that you got to jump over to qualify for this loan. Okay. It
Okay.
is called the USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture Rural Development Loan. Okay, so first
Hmm.
criteria is they don't want this loan for rich people. They want this loan for moderate income families. It's really a family-oriented loan program. Okay, so but it's reasonable. So in Snohomish King, Pierce County, if your household income is at $177,300 or below, you
Hmm.
meet the qualifying income. Okay,
Okay.
terrific. All right. Kitsap, it's a little bit lower because it's a lower cost area. Thurston County, Spokane, Kennewick, other areas throughout the state, they're going to be different annual income limits. So we have a link that we can provide,
Okay.
so you can take a look at it. The second qualification that you've got, let's go to slide 2, is that you have to qualify within certain geographic areas of Washington. So basically, where there are population areas along the I-5 corridor,
Hmm.
it does not qualify. But when you go inland, it does qualify. Let me zoom in a little bit. We got a little.
Yeah, I want to see what areas I would qualify if I wanted to buy something.
Yeah, well, I
Um,
tell you what, rather than qualify on the static map that I've cut out, let's do this. Let me screen share because I have got the eligibility map ready to go. So let me show you that. And then if you ask me, well, what about such and such? What about Woodinville? Does that
okay.
qualify? So, okay. So let's start up north of our area. And I'm going to start up in like Camino Island, Stanwood. That all qualifies. Okay.
Nice. So everything that's in the white qualifies. Granite Fall, Arlington, some places
Yes.
in Smoky Point.
Smoky Point,
Tulalip.
yeah, Smoky Point depends on the address. Now, on
Okay.
this map, they have a search tool, and you can type in the actual address, and then it'll pop up and it'll say this is an eligible property or this is an ineligible property.
So
So
Dan,
that
after the video, are if anybody's interested in seeing if the location they want to buy, if they qualify, can they just go ahead and put an address in and with the link
yes,
let them do that? Okay, so
yes,
guys, make sure that you guys go link on that. So if there's an address, a house that you're looking at, type it in. And if it shows up that it does qualify, then this is a great loan, USDA loan. So there is a 5.9%. instead of that 6.5, 6.8 that it is right now, right?
That's right.
Um, yeah, and so, but for this one, USDA loan is 5.9% for 30 years fixed, plus the mortgage insurance is cheaper. So thank you, Dan. Let's
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely 100% correct. It's a fantastic loan if you
Yeah,
qualify, right? So if the
yeah.
property qualifies and your income qualifies, this is the go-to loan for that situation. This is it. This is the best.
Mhm. So these
So
areas are a little bit more like, they have a lot of more land. Sometimes they have little ranch that are for sale. They're away from the city. So if you guys like being away from the big traffic, big city, and I know I had clients ask me before, like they want something in Arlington. I have a client that bought in Gold Bar, Monroe, part of Monroe, it's, High Bridge, all those
right.
areas, Granite Falls is such a nice place. So these are the areas that, they're really nice to still buy, if you want to be away from the city.
Yeah, they're quiet, beautiful areas. Duval's
Mhm.
fantastic. Um, and Fall City, Snoqualmie, and then you're going out to the eastern part of King County, for example, Snoqualmie, North Bend, really rustic areas that you can fall in love with very easily. And,
Yeah.
it, and you combine that, you find the right property. Now you've got the perfect loan for that situation. It's a great
Hmm.
combination. It truly is a great combination.
Yeah. If you
So,
have a loan right now, let's say somebody has a loan right now, I don't know, FHA loan, and they're looking to buy in Duval. Can can you guys give it a second look? Like, because
oh,
this rate's much better than the 6.8% right now. This 5.9 is much better.
yeah,
A
absolutely.
little bit helps.
That's well, in this case, it's a lot that's going to help because the rate
Hmm.
is really good. Yeah, if you've got a situation where you're looking to buy in Duval, for example, and you're pre-qualified with an FHA loan already, okay,
Hmm.
we can look into pre-qualifying you with a USDA loan, and that would be a much better loan for your situation. I mean, if you're looking at a $500,000 property, the difference there is 3.5%. So it's about $17,500 less than you would have to come up with out of pocket. And because
Yeah.
the thing is too, because the interest rates are so low, if you're qualified for it, you can get lender credits on this property as well. So that would help defer closing costs. So there are ways to get lender credits on the property, or excuse me, on the loan to go with the zero down program. And then sometimes you'll have a seller credit as well. So it's a
Yeah.
great tool to be able to use for clients that are needing to come up with some down payment money to get into a property. Great program.
So Dan, for the people that don't know what lender credits is, it's it's almost the exact thing, and maybe you can explain as a buyer giving a seller giving a buyer some credit
Credits.
for the
That's right.
closing costs. Is it the same thing or is it different?
No, it's basically the same thing. So you can get seller credits to go towards. I'm sorry, not seller credits. Well, you can get seller credits, but let's talk lender credits. You can get lender credits to cover your appraisal costs, for example.
Oh,
Um, so I mean, it could be pretty substantial lender credits to reduce your closing costs, and it's a
I
very
like
nice
that.
tool.
I like that lender credit because an appraisal cost, as everybody knows, it can be anywhere between $800 to $900. So it's pretty expensive. So that would help. So you guys would give them a little bit of lender credit to a
Yes,
buyer.
absolutely, yes.
Okay, I
And
like that.
you know why, Linda?
Why?
Because they're your clients. We want to make sure we take care of your clients and make sure that they're taken care of properly. And so,
Thank you. I
yes,
have really nice, loyal clients, and I think if we help them out, they will definitely come back and actually ask for you.
well, I mean that sincerely, and I'm not joking because I know how important it is. You work with a lot of working families that work really
Mhm.
hard to get into a home. And
Yeah.
that's extremely important to us to be able to help with buyers getting into their home, help them with closing costs, help them with low interest rates, help them with
Mhm.
zero down, help them every way we possibly can to get into the property of their dreams. So it's an important aspect.
Yep, it's really important to me because they're not only my clients, they become my friends,
That's right.
and so they're very nice people, and I'm always looking for a deal for them. So I'm happy that you're telling me this. So
Yeah, it's a great deal. It's a great loan, and we can definitely help them. And by the way, this weekend is going to be a great weekend for looking at homes. It's not going to be wet. There's no snow on the ground, no rain in the forecast, and interest rates are down. It's probably going to be a busy weekend. I've already gotten a few calls on pre-approvals and such, so I'm just guessing it's going to be a busy weekend.
okay,
I will be on call all weekend to help with
okay,
pre-approvals. So if somebody needs some help getting pre-approved because they're thinking of making an offer on Monday or Tuesday,
yeah.
we'll be available for them.
Yeah, and also one last thing, this loan also is all the way north to all the way south, right? Because I have some clients in the south end that want to, is this, do you have a map really quick that we can show
Yeah,
them?
yeah. Let's go back to the map here. Hang on just a second. We are going to
We don't want to leave anybody out. There's a loan for
don't
everybody.
don't want to leave anyone out. Hang on here. I just got to get the map up and hang on. I'd taken the map down, so let's get it back up. Okay, can you see it now?
I can see
Okay,
it. Yes.
okay, great. So if you start up in the north, let's start at Arlington, Arlington
Okay.
North, Camino Island, Stanwood, that whole area. Okay, that all qualifies. Granite Falls all qualifies.
Hmm.
Go down. There's a Monroe proper does not qualify, but just outside of Monroe does qualify.
Okay.
Um, and then you head south, and you run into Highbridge, you run into Duval, and then you come down to Falls City. That all qualifies. Snoqualmie, North Bend. I'm heading east for a second. Sorry, Ellensburg qualifies.
Oh, okay.
You can kind of see all that does qualify, and then you go down south. We keep going down south. Enumclaw, beautiful area,
Oh, yeah, it is.
qualifies.
Buckley
Uh,
also, it's really nice.
Buckley also, that's right. And I'll tell you one community that's really cool is Bonnie Lake. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
because
that's
I'm
coming.
gonna zoom in on Bonnie. You can kind of see how Bonnie Lake is right on the cusp, and it does qualify. It's an eligible area. It's a really nice area down if you're going more south. So if you're looking at Puyallup, that's not going to quite qualify. But if you go just a little bit east, Bonnie Lake, there you go. And then if you keep going south, you can kind of see the dividing lines. Let me zoom this
So
out just a little bit. Yeah.
is this only, Dan, for first-time home buyers? Is this USD loan only for first-time home buyers?
No, no,
No. So
no.
somebody that already has maybe a house and they want to rent that house out and buy in Duval or something, they could certainly
But they could do
still
this with,
qualify.
yeah, they could do this with nothing down.
Okay. And can you pop up the income?
Yeah.
That way
Uh,
we know, if you're making a certain amount, it seems like it's um quite reasonable, the income. If you're making this income in any county that you live in right now, King County, Pierce County, Kitsap, um, then you can qualify for this USDA loan.
that's right. That's
Okay.
right. So you got, Snohomish King Pierce, it's 177,300. Now that's a household income, includes everyone that lives in the household. Okay. And then Kitsap 137, 650, and on down. So the more rural you get, the further away you get from the epicenter
Mhm.
the area. King, Snohomish, and Pierce County, I call the epicenter. The further away you get from that is your annual incomes are going to go down, but they're still very reasonable. I mean, if you're out
Yeah.
in Thurston County at 129,600, very reasonable. The one thing you're going to run into, just as a word to the wise, if you will, you really do want to have your debt to income ratio in line with the property. So don't go after the $800,000 house with this loan. It's not going to fit, right?
Yeah.
But you go after the $550,000 loan, and you don't have much debt on your credit report. You don't have much payments. Then it's going to make a lot of sense. Sometimes if you need to plan a little bit, you might have to pay something off. But it's a good program. Even if you do need to pay something off, you might be able to do some of that with some seller credits or with some lender credits. Depends on how much you need to pay off.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
So
Okay, I like it. I like this USDA loan. I think it could help a lot of people buy their first or their second home.
that's right. They can definitely use it, and I think it'll help like you say. I think it'll help a lot of folks. So it's a great
But
program.
they cannot buy their investment property with this loan.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No, this is really.
That's a different video that we're going to talk about, that investment loan that you have. That'll be for
Yes.
the next time. So
Yeah.
if maybe this loan doesn't work for you and you're looking more as an investment property loan, then we will talk about that the next video. Okay?
Yes. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Very good. Thanks, Linda.
Thank you, Dan, for another educational loans that you come and tell us. So thank you so much.
Well, it's a lot of fun talking with you, and I look forward to the next one. The investment property stuff, those loans are really interesting because you've got a lot of different options. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Linda. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too.